It's been about 2 weeks that I've been in New York City, but I'm finally flying home. I've been out here because I was visiting a friend, man I met in prison more than 20 years ago. He's really been an incredible friend to me, helping me with my career, helping me as a mentor, just helping me in so many incredible ways. Sadly, he's dying of pancreatic cancer. So I flew out here to New York with hopes of, being a source of support for him in the way that he has been a source of support for me for so long. I really got accelerated my career as an investor because he provided capital. I was able to enjoy the great city of New York probably every 2 months for the past several years. And I'm hoping that he'll be with us several more years. But sadly, when pancreatic cancer strikes an individual, we never know how long it's going to last. And I will say that this trip has seen more of a deterioration of his energy levels, and it's just made me very sad. I've said that I wanted to create a video every single day, but while I was with him, I just had to keep extending my trip because I could sense that he was declining. Actually, as I'm walking through LaGuardia, there's a new area here. It's got a lot of things, and it's only 5 o'clock in the morning, but they are all open, and maybe there's something that's some treat or something I can. I guess not. Probably all overpriced. But anyway, it's good to be here. It's been good being here. I don't know that I'll be back before April or May, but most of these stores are still closed. And in any event, I was really just here to be a source of support to a friend. We met together while we were in Fort Dix, New Jersey. I was perhaps in my, I would say 15th year of imprisonment or so, because something like that. I hadn't been able to go to a minimum security camp yet, and I was really helping him work through a sentence of about 30 months for a healthcare violation. He's a cardiologist and an internist, and incredibly gifted guy. He's had his a medical practice on the Upper East Side of New York for longer than 50 years. And I remember a story because he was one of these prodigies that graduated high school, or didn't graduate high school. Instead, he went right into Columbia University when he was like in the, ninth, well, he should have been in the 9th or 10th grade. And that resulted in him not having a high school diploma. Well, in federal prison, if you don't have a high school diploma, the administrators require a person to go to GED school. And I remember one time the educational department called him over and said that he had to sign up for classes in his first couple of days or weeks in prison. And I remember him saying, great, he's a very cultured, kind of refined Ivy League New Yorker. And he says, do you have courses in art history or in, some type of cultural program? And they said, no, you need to get your GED. And I remember him saying, well, that's absurd. I have a undergrad from Columbia and a medical degree from Harvard or something along those lines. And they told him, well, we find that a lot of people have college degrees, but they don't have high school diplomas. And that's why we require them to go back to school. And he thought it was absurd and decided instead to take the punishment, which was locking him in the segregated housing unit. So it was always one of the funniest stories I have about my very good friend Jeff Richstone. But there were so many more, because while most people were in prison complaining and whining about the difficulties of imprisonment, he found the time somewhat therapeutic, happy to be reading Shakespeare or his beloved New York Times. So I got out of prison, of course, in 2000 13, and he just reached out to me and said that he wanted to ease my journey back into society, and he did in extraordinary ways. As I said, providing capital, allowing me to begin my career in real estate, or certainly accelerating my career as a real estate developer. We went through litigation together. We went through good times together, tough times together. These are tough times because I know he's approaching his end of life. But I did enjoy spending these last 2 weeks with him. I am enthusiastic about getting back home to California so I can continue building our business, which is compliance mitigation. So I am Michael Santos, leaving New York City, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll be home early afternoon. Be well.